Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. And since we've been doing quite a bit of salvaging lately, and I've got a few videos up of that, I had a couple of questions about putting the reclaimer modules on the Vulture, and is it worth it? So that's what we're going to get done today. We are going to take the reclaimers modules, I believe they're called the Trawlers, and we're going to see if we can put those on the Vulture. And if we do get them on the Vulture, we are going to see if they are worth it. And do we lose too much material? Is it too fast? And just see how the whole process goes. So right now, we're at Dumpers Depot on Area 18. This is one place where you can grab those modules. And we are going to get in there and see how much they are and see how this goes. Okay guys, we are here inside the Dumpers Depot. Let's jump in here. Let me show you guys the easiest way to find these. You're going to go to categories and go to utility, and once you're in utility, just come over here to all categories and you'll jump down to scraper beam, and here's where you go. So you know we already have this because that's the second type of module on the Vulture. So what we want is this Trawler, which is what comes on the reclaimer. So we need two of them. So we're going to come in here, we're going to click buy. We're going to make this right here, click the +1, we're going to get the 2. We're going to buy. They're only 1.6k each, so like 33. And that's it. We have them in our inventory. So we're going to come stand right out here. Okay guys, we're just going to hop into our menu right here. We are going to go over to our vehicle loadout manager, which is your little ship. You're going to select your ship. So I got my Drake Vulture right here. Gonna let this load up. We're gonna come over to utility. So here's our scrapers. So okay, the cinch, we're gonna get rid of the cinch since I never really use it, right? I always at least use the Abrade just because that just feels like way too slow for me. I'd sacrifice a little bit, but when you're on the cinch module, like down here, it tells you, like your cinch scraper says 0.5 to 1.5 extraction speed, and your radius 1.5, and your extraction efficiency is 90%. So if you come over to the Abrade, your Abrade goes down to 0.15, 0.45, so a lot less for your extraction speed, and your radius is just so much larger. It's double the radius, so it kind of, you know, it goes hand in hand. It kind of makes up for that, but your efficiency is 70. So that's quite a bit, 20% less in your efficiency. So let's click on the Trawler. So here's our Trawler. 0.5 to 0.15, and our extraction efficiency is down to 65%. So, but our radius is even double that, so we get even double the Abrade, which is 6 meters. So which one is worth it, really? You know, you can do it a whole lot faster, but you get, you know, basically 0.5% or 5% less on the efficiency than the Abrade, which is what I normally use. So for me, this could be a huge upgrade. But anyways, let's jump out there. Let's actually get these on there. So what we are going to do is jump down to the... Okay, so we've already installed the Trawler on the first one. We are going to install the Trawler on the second one to replace the cinch. So got my 2 exclamation points. We're going to save the changes, and we are kitted out. So there is only one thing left to do, and that's test these babies out. So guys, what I'm going to do is, to save some time, I don't want to waste anybody's time, we're going to jump to our ship, and I'm going to see you guys when we are on the location of a salvage site. Real fast, going to turn on our scrapers, and as you can see up here, we have the Trawler and the Abrade. And so since I replaced the cinch with the Trawler, we're just going to go ahead and get after this and see what happens. We're going to change the Abrade so I can show you guys real fast what it the difference in size looks like. So as you can see how fast, but you see how big it is? Alright, now let's change to the Trawler. And yeah, you can see the width. That is just a much bigger beam right here. And you can see just by doing the panel right here how fast it's filling up. The question will kind of be, how many boxes do we get kind of out of these panels, right? by using the trawler. Now it's only 5% less than the Abrade, so is it really worth it? I think that if you are doing probably a large, gigantic ship like a whole, a whole CSA, the C2 or the M2, A2, something like that, a larger ship, a 890 jump or a Carrack or something, I think the trawler would be great to just maximize time versus cargo. But for these panels, it might be better off using the Abrade. But we're gonna keep on going here with the trawler and just get some boxes filled up, and let's see how many boxes we actually get off of one of these panels just using the trawler. Kind of almost feels like it sucks the material up slightly slower, and I think it does. It's that shorter time to larger radius, but a longer time. Okay, so there was like 2 panels. We're gonna jump back here. We are gonna go ahead and grab those, get them off, get them onto the grid real fast. Normally I'd skip this, but I kind of want you guys to kind of see the process of what I'm doing right here. And you can see the lovely Star Citizen ladder glitch in the Vulture. Good times for that. So let's take this back here. Let's eject it. Throw that on top. And just like that, super fast, there is 2 boxes about, what? Little over 14K right there in just what, maybe 15, like maybe 20 seconds or so. So we're gonna sit back down, and it's really, at first I hated going up and down the stairs of the Vulture, but it's really not that bad. And of course with a partner doing this, it's gonna go like a gazillion times faster, especially if you have another ship you're loading the cargo into. So let's just keep going on this. See if this, yeah, here we go. Alright, got another box filled. And I'm aware that you can make these beams wider and you can separate the beams apart a little bit, but it has been working better with my testing, just leaving them both completely focused together. It just seems to pull it off faster that way. I had them separated earlier and it just wasn't pulling it quite as fast. But again, everybody will have their own experiences with this. So real fast, I'm gonna go ahead and keep going on this. Let's go grab these next 2 boxes, and you can see how fast this is going, guys. That's 4 boxes already, completely filled up and done. We just got to run back here. Hopefully we don't get glitched on the ladder, and we do. Sometimes you get kicked out in space, which is also a lot of fun. So let's move this back. Eject it. And we got our boxes. Okay, so for this last little bit right here, what I'm going to do is switch back to the Abrade module so you can see kind of the difference between the two. The cinch module is just a little bit slower for me. If you have lots of time and you're trying to absolutely maximize every dollar, I can see you using that. But for me, personally, I find the Abrade module, it just kind of fits in between. I realize the Trawler's only 5% less, but the amount that you suck up with basically based on time, the Abrade seems to work better for me. But here we go. We're switching to the Abrade right here. One last go at this. Let me show you what I mean by that. You can kind of see how it just peels it off a little bit faster. And look how fast it is filling that bar up. And that's a, what was that, like 15-ish seconds? I'm not really timing it, but I mean, it's taking no time. Get right back into it. If it will, there we go. There it goes. Sometimes you have to let this thing catch up because of the desync and such. But again, it's moving pretty fast. Just like that. You can see that you stop early before the bar because the bar has to, you know, because of the desync and such, it has to catch up. So let's go grab these real fast. And like I said, guys, see, just like that, we are outside the ship. This is a bug that really needs fixed within the Vulture, but yeah, I told you it was going to kick me out eventually. Always make sure you have your helmet on. And we are back in. I'm glad you guys got to see that little bug. And that's it, guys. You can see how fast this is going. Salvage has gotten a kind of like a, I call it a mid-range buff. I don't think it's as fast as it was when Salvage first came out, but it is back to where it's actually enjoyable to do again. You can make a pretty decent profit compared to everything else. I think it's in a decent place for balance. But my opinion is between the different head modules and putting the Trawler onto the Vulture, I prefer the Abrade. The Abrade module is going to be my go-to. I think it's the best balance between all of them. Maybe if you're doing a large ship, or maybe if you're doing a contract that you're just trying to get done as fast as possible, maybe the Trawler would be a way to go. But as you can see, it looks like the Abrade is picking everything up much faster and everything is flowing faster. So guys, that is just my 2 cents on this. Hope this helps somebody if you're looking at doing the modules. Maybe it'll save you the time from trying to run somewhere and put the modules on there after seeing this. And yeah, guys, thanks for the support. Thanks for the support with the channel and everything. I hope these videos are pretty informational for you. And as always, I will see you on the next video.